5 things an intelligent man never says. There are thoughts we hold, feelings we wrestle with, but not every truth deserves to be voiced. A man of true intelligence, one who commands respect without ever needing to ask, understands that silence often carries more power than words. Let me show you why. 1. I deserve better. The intelligent man never utters, I deserve better. Because the moment you speak of what you believe you deserve, you've already surrendered your strength. You are no longer the master of your fate. You are a beggar of it. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, you don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you. A wise man doesn't lament what he lacks. He adapts. He improves. He lets his actions speak louder than his complaints. The intelligent man is too focused on growth to groan over what he hasn't gained. He knows the world owes him nothing, and that's precisely what makes him unstoppable. 2. I can't help it. That's just who I am. The second phrase he avoids is, I can't help it. That's just who I am. Because that line belongs to those who have surrendered to their impulses, those ruled by emotion, trauma, or old habits. But the intelligent man, he sees himself as a work in progress. He doesn't hide behind the excuse of personality. He picks up the tools of discipline and hammers out a better version of himself. Seneca once said, no man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself. So we don't flee from challenge. We embrace it. We fight. Because saying, that's just who I am, is like locking your own potential in a cage and throwing away the key. 3. It's not my fault. An intelligent man refuses to say, it's not my fault. Because blame is the language of the helpless, and we are not here to give our power away. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. To shift responsibility is to surrender the steering wheel of your own life. But we take the harder path. We own the storm, not because we caused it, but because we refuse to drown in it. We adapt. We overcome. And in doing so, we gain control where others lose themselves. So no, we don't say it's not our fault. We say, it's now our challenge. And that is what separates those who fall apart from those who rise. 4. I deserve better. Again, a wise man never repeats, I deserve better. Because he's learned that life owes him nothing. Walking around with a sense of entitlement only blinds you to the raw truth of nature. Seneca said, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. The intelligent don't beg for better treatment, they make themselves better. They refine their thoughts, master their impulses, and grow stronger not through complaining, but through action. Saying, I deserve better, is a plea for pity. But we don't seek pity. We seek power. Let others cry for fairness. We build, we endure, and in time, we become men whose silence echoes louder than any demand ever could. 5. It's not my fault. Again, an intelligent man doesn't repeat the phrase, it's not my fault, even when it truly isn't. Because he knows that blame changes nothing, but ownership transforms everything. Epictetus said, if someone does wrong, it's because they are mistaken about what is good. We don't waste time defending our innocence. We rise above it. When you say, it's not my fault, you become a victim of events, a passenger in someone else's chaos. But when you ask, what can I do now? You reclaim your power. You become steady, calm, relentless. Let others argue. We act. Because the wise don't run from responsibility. They carry it. And that strength becomes their shield. Final thoughts. So remember this, the intelligent man keeps many truths within. Not out of fear, not out of weakness, but because he is refining himself in the silence. He's growing with purpose day by day. If this message reached the part of you that's done with excuses, done with weakness, then join us. It's time to rise in silence.